This is a typical case where we have a dog that comes into a home that's adopted. We have an unknown history, a little bit about the owner that they do know, and the dog's behavior is concerning to the owners. In this particular case, not so much because they're concerned about safety or anything else like that, but it's mainly because they're concerned about the dog being happy.
My wife works for hospice, and the dog's owner had died, and they were looking for a home to place the dog, and I agreed to keep him for 3 days. And so we could find a home, and our home became his home after he got here. However, when he got here, based on his history or his experiences, he just wanted to hide and shy away, and he wasn't part of our family.
The fact that they're nervous about the dog not being happy and they're concerned and they're emotional also weighs on the dog. And this is one of those cases where if we can educate the owners, motivate the owners to work a little bit with the dog, get the dog more into a working mode as opposed to just laying around the house, we start to change the dog's behavior with time. A 2-week period is ample time for us to see the first stages of change. It takes about 2 weeks to acclimate to a new environment. In this particular case, that's exactly what we're doing. We're actually changing the environment for the dog.
So we're back now after a couple of weeks, and when we originally came out, our biggest concern was we had several issues that had arisen. We had some growling with children. We had a lot of behavior which was sort of secluded. I want to just be away from everybody. I really don't want to be part of the family. And we worked on a couple of things. We made some changes in the environment and did some work with him. And how has that worked out for you?
This worked fine. We implemented the suggestions you made, probably not to the degree you would have done it if you'd have been here, but now he comes out, he's more social, and he's still jittery, you know. If there's a sound or a movement that he's not totally familiar with, he wants to shy away and run away from that, but he interacts with the family a lot better, and he's more social, and that's all we wanted from him. He's a great dog, and we just wanted him to interact with the family a little more.
And the growling with the kids, that has...
Oh, that subsided.
Good.
I think the most important piece of advice Pepe gave us was that what we wanted to do is we saw a dog that was hiding in my office, and we wanted to go in there and give it love as you would any animal in that situation. And Pepe told us to resist that urge. To what we needed to do is do the exact opposite. Ignore the dog. Make the dog want to come out to us and make him come and join us rather than us continually going to join in. I'm very happy today. In fact, you know, I wouldn't have asked Pepe to come back. I'd have said we're solved, but I thought the story needed a conclusion and that he needed to see the results of his work, and so that's, we're very happy with what's transpired.
The longer that the dog is in an environment that is stable, the easier it is for that dog to transition over to the behaviors that we want. For me, as a person coming in and training and working with you and your family and your dog, I look for certain things, and one of the key factors for me is his behavior right now. He's relaxed, he's calm, even though he's got, you know, a lot of things going on, a lot of stimuli, a lot of cameras and things going on around him. He's fairly relaxed compared to what he was the last time that we came, and that's a good indicator. We've done this and we've achieved this without using any medications, and we've basically done a good job of reaching this point using nothing more than the environment being stabilized and changed, feeding schedule like we talked about, being more consistent with things that we do as a family, paying less attention to some of the negative behavior and reinforcing some of the positive behavior, and I think that's one of the things that really becomes a critical part. I
think the biggest part was us not going to him and giving him attention and just ignoring him if he went away and making him come out to us, and that was the biggest thing that helped.
And that's one of the things I think that a lot of people don't realize. We tend to take in a lot of our human emotions when we work with dogs. So we think, gosh, he's over in the office, I feel so bad for him, let me go over there. What we don't realize is that every time we do that, we really sort of facilitate that behavior. If we shy away from that, we make him come to us, because eventually that's what he wants. He wants to have that affection.
And that's what we did. I was pretty strict with the kids on here's what we're going to do, this will help the dog in the long run, and they participated in the solution. And now we have a dog that's a member of our family rather than one that just lives in the same house that we do.
You know, my prediction is in the next couple of months, He's going to be just a normal part of the family, and I think as time goes on, you'll be able to shake the cookie box and do all kinds of things around him, and he should be just fine.
I expect that too.
Yeah, I think the relationship is going to continue to build too.